In 2025, the NFL draft saw just 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round. First round pick overall, Cam Ward to the Tennessee Titans, and Jackson Dart, who was a surprise to the New York Giants. But next year, the floodgates are probably going to open. From potential franchise saviors to raw dual threat freaks, the 2026 draft class could rival some of the best we've seen in years. And yes, we're even talking about the other Manning. What's up? This is we're going to talk about these top passers who could define next year's NFL draft and maybe the next decade of pro football. So first, we're going to start with the headliners. And we're going to start with Cade Klubnik from Clemson. He had a rough 2023. Klubnik bounced back in a huge way. He had 3,600 yards passing, 36 touchdowns, and just 6 picks. He saved his best for the playoff stage against Texas, and he's returning with Clemson's top receivers intact. Now, his concerns, the scouts are still questioning his arm strength and his deep ball aggressiveness. But if he dominates again in 2025, don't be surprised if he's a number 1 overall pick. Next up is Drew Allar from Penn State. This dude is built like an NFL prototype. He is a tank. 6'5", 238 pounds, and he took a massive leap in efficiency last season. His arm strength is elite, and his mechanics are cleaning up under offensive coordinator Andy Kelenicky. But his one knock might be he has to learn how to show up in big games. His performance against elite defenses, inconsistent at best. Oregon and Ohio State will be a much watch this upcoming season. Then we go talk about the freaking nature, Lenoris Sellers in South Carolina. He's raw, but he got tools for days. He's 6'3", 242. Ran for nearly 700 yards and 7 touchdowns while tossing 18 scores through the air. Sellers is still learning a more advanced offense, but the physical ceiling is as high as anyone's in his class. Now we got the risers and the rebuilders. Now we talking Carson Beck. He's now at Miami, once thought to be a possible 2025 QB1 in the draft. Beck had a roller coaster season at Georgia. Now he's at the U with a fresh start following in the footsteps of Cam Ward. The air raid should fit him better, but he'll need to cut down on stretches of inaccuracy and decision-making lapses. Here's my guy, Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. He is one of the most exciting yet frustrating prospects. He can make any throw on the field and looks like a future starter when he's locked in. But 12 interception and hero ball habits raises eyebrows. Still, he passed for 4,000 yards, and he is the son of an NFL OC. Don't count him out. He's like a more, I compare him, athletic traits, Aaron Rodgers and Joe Burrow mixed. Now, if you can put the head together, you're going to be all right. My next guy is Sam Leavitt. He came out of nowhere. He transferred from Michigan State to Arizona State and led them to the college football playoffs. He's poised, smart, and effective in play action. Leavitt has some scouts buzzing, but with just 13 career starts, 2025 is a prove-it year for him. Now we have the wild cards and the high ceilings. We got to start with that first wild card, Arch Manning. Yeah, we got to talk about him. 2 starts at Texas, 583 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 picks, and that's it. But he looks the part. Prototypical build, elite pedigree, smooth delivery. The question is he ready? He may not even enter the 2026 draft, but NFL teams are watching every snap. One of the guys that I'm big on that is going to be much CTV is John Mateer. He transferring to Oklahoma, And he might be the most fun quarterback to watch this fall. He can throw off platform, he rushed for 800 plus yards, and he can sling it from anywhere. But he's got speed to his read, especially with that brutal SEC schedule. Then we got Fernando Mendoza. We can't overlook him either. He transferred to Indiana with Carson. After lighting it up at Cal, he's the most accurate QB in the country on throws outside the pocket. He's quietly precise, but now we'll see how he handles the Big Ten defenses. So this is going to be a big year for Fernando too. Now we got the raw talent, big potential. Like I said, this class is stacked with dual threat playmakers and sleeper starters. We got Avery Johnson out of Kansas State. He had a school record of 25 touchdowns and dangerous on the ground. We all got to see Kevin Jennings last year from SMU, put them back on the map. He's small, but he's electric. Could switch positions in the NFL. Hopefully not. Then we got Nico Imamaliva. I always say his name wrong. Obviously, we heard the story with everything that he had going on at Tennessee. He is now at UCLA. He has the great arm, long frame. Now we're going to find out if he can thrive in a pro-style system. We got Aiden Shields at Michigan State. He's flashy talent, but he got to have better decision-making. Also, Taylor Green is at Arkansas. He's a monster athlete, 6'6", but he needs to work from the pocket. And we got some other guys that I'll just put up on the screen. You guys should be on the lookout for those guys. But next we're going to talk about quarterback-needy teams. So who will be shopping for a quarterback next April? I put down a couple teams, and let me know if you guys have another team in mind. Leave it in the comments. But here are my teams. I got the New York Jets. Of course, Justin Fields' experiment is just starting with Aaron Glenn and a new offense over there, but he is only on a 2-year deal, so I can see them looking at a quarterback. The Pittsburgh Steelers always need a quarterback. Will Howard is there this year, but we'll see if he gets any time. The NFL draft is also in Pittsburgh next year, so I expect them to take a quarterback. The Las Vegas Raiders, they did sign Geno to a 3-year deal, but Geno is in his early 30s, and they'll probably be looking to get a new guy in to take the mantle once Geno leaves. I still put the Cleveland Browns on here. Yes, we've heard Shedeur Sanders have looked pretty good in the camps and all that, and then they drafted Dylan Gabriel. But if the Browns still go 2-15, 3-15, or whatever, they're going to still be looking for a quarterback. The Giants drafted Jackson Dart, but I can still see them taking another stab in the dark for a quarterback too. So my other teams that I just threw on here, I always think the Miami Dolphins is a situation away from needing another starting quarterback. Baker Mayfield is down there in Tampa Bay, but he signed a 3-year deal, so I can always see them grabbing somebody. And Jacksonville is going to be interesting. Even though they gave Trevor Lawrence almost $300 million, he has not lived up to the contract. And we got to see how 2025 unfolds. So the 2026 draft could give us one of the deepest and most diverse quarterback classes in recent memory. And from polished passers to raw athletic freaks, there's no shortage of future NFL stars. Now it's going to be about who all puts it together. Let me know in the comments, who is your QB1 right now? Is it Klubnik? Is it Allar? Will Manny sneak in there? Or will it be someone else?